about starting a podcast? You're not alone. Everyone wants to launch a podcast, but most don't make it past 7 episodes. Why? Because they don't have a plan. They get overwhelmed or they don't see results fast enough and quit. But here's the thing, if you do it the right way from the start, you give yourself a real shot at success. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know about starting a podcast, from picking your niche to getting the right gear, recording, editing, and actually growing your audience. But before we get started, if you're new to the Disctopia channel, welcome. Disctopia is a podcast hosting and distribution platform that helps creators monetize their content, get real audience engagement insights, and easily distribute their podcast across every major platform. If you want more videos on how to grow your podcast and turn it into a real business, make sure to subscribe. All right, let's get into it. The first mistake most new podcasters make is going too broad. If you want people to actually listen, you need a niche. Think about it like this. Fitness is a topic, but fitness for busy entrepreneurs is a niche. One gets lost in the noise, while the other speaks directly to a specific audience. So how do you pick the right one? Find something that sits at the intersection of what you love talking about and what people actually care about. You can check Google Trends, Reddit, or just see what people are searching for on YouTube to get an idea. Once you have that, your episodes become way easier to plan. Now, once you have your niche, you need a name that sticks. Make it memorable, relevant, and searchable. A name like the Hustle Mindset Podcast tells you exactly what to expect. But Chill Vibes with Mark, no one knows what that is. Once you have a name, you need cover art that pops. You can design it yourself on Canva if you're on a budget, or hire a Fiverr freelancer for a professional look. Just make sure it looks clean, clear, and readable, even as a tiny thumbnail. Your setup doesn't have to be expensive, but your audio quality needs to be solid. If your podcast sounds bad, people won't stick around. A good entry-level mic is the Audio-Technica ATR 100X. If you want something higher quality, the Shure MV7 is a great choice. And if you're going all in, the Shure SM7B is what the pros use. Now, if you're doing a video podcast, a Sony ZV-1 is an amazing camera. But honestly, with good lighting, even your phone can look high quality. Now, let's talk about format. Will your podcast be solo, co-hosted interviews, virtual, or in person? Each style comes with different challenges. If you're going solo, you'll need strong energy to keep listeners engaged. If you have guests, you need to know how to guide the conversation. Pick a structure that fits your style and stick with it. And if you're recording with just your phone or a really cheap mic, here's a hack. Use Adobe's Podcast Audio Enhancer. It's an AI tool that cleans up your audio, removes background noise, and makes your audio sound professionally recorded. Let me show you what I mean. Here's an audio clip recorded straight from a phone mic.
Welcome to the Growth Mindset Podcast.
And now, here's that same clip right after running it through the AI enhancer.
Welcome to the Growth Mindset Podcast.
That's how powerful this tool is. If you're starting with limited equipment, this will be your best friend. Before you launch, you should have at least 3 to 5 episodes pre-recorded. Why? Because launching with just one episode makes it hard to build momentum. You want new listeners to have multiple episodes to binge so they get hooked. Also, when you record, don't script every word, you'll sound robotic. Just have bullet points and speak naturally. And once you've got those episodes recorded, the next step is editing. This is where your podcast really comes to life. Editing doesn't have to be complicated. For beginners, Descript is a great tool because you can edit by cutting out words just like a text document. Now, if you want more advanced control, then I suggest Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro works great for video. The key is keeping it engaging, cut out dead air, remove filler words, and keep the pace moving. People will leave it if it drags. Now, let's talk about getting your podcast out to the world. You cannot just upload your podcast directly to Spotify or Apple Podcasts. You need a podcast hosting platform that distributes it everywhere for you. That's where Disctopia comes in. It handles your podcast distribution automatically, making sure your episodes show up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else. Plus, you get true play metrics, which tells you exactly how long people are actually listening. And once your podcast is live, promotion is key. The best way to grow fast is by repurposing your content. Take the best moments from your episodes and turn them into short form videos for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. You can use Opus Clip, which automatically finds the best clips in your video and edits them into viral ready shorts. Now, another strategy that works insanely well, posting highlight clips on YouTube. This is what Joe Rogan and Club Shay Shay do. Instead of just uploading the full episode, they take the best 3 to 5 minute segments and then they post them separately. Let me show you. This is Joe Rogan's channel. See how these short clips get millions of views? And here's Club Shay Shay. Same thing. These clips get way more engagement than full episodes alone. That's the strategy you want to follow. Your first 10 episodes will suck. Your audience will be small at first, but you have to push through. Look at your analytics to see where people drop off. If listeners stop at the 15-minute mark, maybe your episodes are just too long. Adjust and improve. And read the comments. If people keep saying, "I love when you bring on guests," that's a sign to double down on interviews. If they say, "I wish you'd stop talking over your guest," that's something you need to fix. Listening to your audience is the fastest way to grow. So there you have it. Everything you need to launch a successful podcast. If you're serious about getting started the right way, I highly recommend checking out Disctopia. It makes uploading, distributing, and monetizing your podcast super easy. Click the first link in the description to get started for free. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Also, check out this video right here for more tips on how to grow your podcast once it's live. I'll see you in the next one.